Y'all wanted Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter to go knock on Brandy Norwood's dressing room door? Are y'all high?
The whole situation blew up the moment JayZ decided to step into the spotlight and stir the pot like only he can. One minute, everything around the tour was calm, and the next, he's dropping claims that instantly had fans spinning in circles. He didn't just mention his sister Brandy. He pulled Beyonce and JayZ into the mix like he was exposing some long-kept secret, turning a quiet tour moment into full-blown celebrity drama before anyone even knew what was happening. According to Ray J, JayZ and Beyonce have supposedly been dodging Brandy on purpose during the Boys Mind tour. Out of nowhere, he starts calling them out, saying they keep showing up but won't acknowledge Brandy even once. He claims Brandy is too classy to speak on it, so he's stepping in like some self-appointed spokesperson. And then he hints there's old tension from the early Destiny's Child era that Beyonce should finally let go. Like, what is he even doing right now?
You see, the family didn't approve it. Brandy didn't vouch for this. She didn't stamp it. My mama didn't stamp it. Nobody in the crew stamped it. This is just me on my own. You know what I mean?
This is exactly why Brandy sometimes has to keep distance from her brother, because the second she lets her guard down, he pops up with another situation that puts her in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. And the timing of this couldn't be more chaotic. The tour has been packed with big names coming through to show love to Brandy and Monica. Patti LaBelle even stopped by in New Jersey. Rihanna pulled up looking stunning. And Michelle Obama came through, which is massive. And of course, JayZ and Beyonce didn't just show up out of nowhere. Kelly Rowland is one of the openers on the tour, and her bond with Beyonce runs deep, so naturally Beyonce has appeared at several shows to support her. She's even brought JayZ along at times, and Solange has popped in too. Blue Ivy and Rumi have also been spotted at a few stops. Every time Beyonce attends, she takes photos with fans, dancers, crew, basically everybody. But people notice something strange. Brandy is never in those pictures, not even once, not even by coincidence. And that's where folks started whispering. There was even a moment backstage where they were about to cross paths, and it looked like Beyonce clocked Brandy coming from a distance and dipped so quick it was like she teleported. The clip had everybody talking like, did she really dodge her that fast? Now, Ray J is out here insisting this is proof Beyonce doesn't rock with Brandy and never has. But instead of helping his sister, he's just stirring up a storm she didn't ask for.
I'm just saying, like, niggas need to pull up, like, when they come to the show, come say what's up to Brandy too, JayZ and Beyonce. That's it, like, because, like, we big fans. We got our family in there, our cousins, and we know y'all there, and we love y'all. And we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B and take all the pictures and all, I mean, it just, I don't like it. And I love you, Jay, and I love you, B.
So here's where things get even messier, because Beyonce wasn't just supporting Kelly at the tour. She was posting about it too. She snapped a picture standing in front of the Boys Mind Tour poster. But somehow Brandy's whole face was cropped out. And if you've seen that poster, you already know Brandy and Monica are side by side. So cropping out Brandy takes effort, not an accident. It had people squinting like, hold on, why does this look intentional? If Beyonce and Brandy were trying to just keep things smooth and respectful from a distance, Ray J was absolutely not letting that happen. Instead of reading the room, he hopped online right away and started calling Beyonce out like he was reporting breaking news. He said he and Brandy had always been fans of Beyonce and JayZ, but it was looking shady that they never said a single word to Brandy after showing up repeatedly. He didn't think twice, he just let it fly. And honestly, Ray J had the whole internet cringing because what was he even doing? Nobody was talking about Beyonce avoiding Brandy until he opened that door. He even admitted Brandy didn't hype him up to say anything and wasn't making it a big deal. She was focused on performing and enjoying her moment, while he was out here stirring drama she never asked for. Ray J made it clear he spoke up because he felt like Beyonce and JayZ were disrespecting his sister, but again, Brandy wasn't the one who said anything. Now here's the real truth. Nobody is obligated to take pictures together or pretend they're close. When Brandy went to Beyonce's Renaissance tour with her daughter, she didn't go backstage or look for Beyonce either, and nobody thought anything of it. These are grown women with their own lives, their own crews, and their own boundaries. And let's be honest, Beyonce and Brandy have never been best friends, so acting shocked now doesn't make sense. The history has been out there forever. Back in the 90s, JayZ and Brandy definitely had a little connection going on. He even visited her on the Moesha set a couple of times. They were close enough that she eventually signed with Roc Nation in 2009. But just like a lot of industry relationships, they eventually drifted apart and moved on. So Ray J acting like this is some brand new feud out of nowhere just doesn't add up. The backstory has been right there the whole time, and he's the only one trying to reignite something that everyone else clearly left in the past. Now here's where old history starts creeping back in, because Kelly has mentioned before that Brandy wasn't exactly warm toward Destiny's Child back in the day. And later, when Brandy and Kelly became close, people around them claimed Brandy would pull Kelly aside and whisper things like how she'd shine way brighter if she wasn't always seen as Beyonce's friend.
Please, like, you guys are the biggest two stars in the world. So we know you there. Just, y'all walk by Brandy room, just pull her, say, what's up, B? Have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. This is crazy. But as a brother and a fan of JayZ and Beyonce, like we want to take some pictures with y'all too, and we want to say hi, and we want to be inspired by the inspirational words that you guys are gonna.
Allegedly, Brandy kept pushing the idea that Kelly should distance herself from Beyonce and Matthew Knowles to really step into her own lane. But Kelly, she didn't keep any of that quiet. She ran right back to Beyonce and told her everything. And that alone would make anyone take a step back, because who wants a friend low-key stirring tension behind the scenes? From that moment on, Beyonce supposedly kept things polite but distant. And honestly, it makes sense. Then add this. When Brandy was once asked about Beyonce's song Bow Down, she didn't fake support or sugarcoat anything. She said the song just wasn't for her. Sure, she said she respected Beyonce, but it still sounded a little sharp, and fans definitely picked up on the energy. Brandy has always been confident in her artistry, but sometimes that confidence comes across like shade, especially when it's directed at someone as big as Beyonce. And this isn't the first time people felt Brandy was throwing subtle shots at other artists either.
Please pull up and say what's up to B. And if y'all there, this y'all 6th or 7th time being at the Brandy Monica tour, or the Monica Brandy tour. Y'all ain't said what's up to B at all. I just don't think that that's okay. I love you guys. No, come on, Jay. Come on, B. Let's do the right thing, all right? I love you.
Over the years, she's had moments where she seemed to separate herself from her peers, as if she operated on a higher level musically or creatively. That kind of attitude doesn't always sit well with folks, and a lot of people believe she's dealing with the fallout of all those little digs now. They're like, you can't be shady for years and then expect everyone to greet you with open arms. But the real chaos started the moment Ray J opened his mouth. After he blasted Beyonce online, fans suddenly noticed comments showing up under Beyonce's posts from Brandy's account. Comments accusing Beyonce of copying her style while ignoring her. It got messy real fast. The arguments, the stan wars, the comparisons, it all blew up within hours. Then Brandy's team had to jump in and say her account was hacked just to calm the storm. Once they made that announcement, people finally chilled out and stopped trying to pit Brandy and Beyonce against each other. But at that point, the damage was already done, because now if Brandy and Beyonce ever do take a picture together, it's gonna look forced. Like Brandy was chasing Beyonce's approval all along and finally got it. And honestly, that wouldn't look good for either of them. What really had people talking next was how quiet Brandy stayed through all of this. While Ray J was out here letting off steam like he was leading a press conference, Brandy didn't even blink publicly.
The reason why Beyonce ain't came to speak to Brandy, baby, is because Beyonce does not talk to anyone who used to sleep with JayZ, okay? Whether you guys know it or not, and I have to say allegedly, right? JayZ and Brandy used to talk back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like late 90s type stuff, right? Brandy always kept JayZ on the low back in the day because, quite honestly, he was too ugly to be out in public with. I'm just keeping it real. To claim him publicly, he was...
And that silence made folks wonder if she was trying to avoid adding fuel to something she never wanted to be part of in the first place. It almost felt like she knew one wrong move would turn a small spark into a full-on wildfire. Meanwhile, Beyoncé wasn't acknowledging anything either, which only added to the mystery. Every time she showed up to the Boys' Mind tour, she kept things classy, smiling with fans, hugging crew members, supporting Kelly like always, but never crossing that invisible line toward Brandy. It was like two worlds existing inches apart, both aware of each other, but neither willing to make the first move. And you could feel the tension backstage too. People who worked on the production started whispering that the energy shifted whenever Beyoncé pulled up. Not in a dramatic reality show way, but in a everyone stand straight and make no mistakes kind of way. Beyoncé brings that level of presence, and Brandy, being a legend in her own right, brought her own quiet power to the room. Two heavyweights sharing the same space without speaking is enough to make anyone pay attention.
I want to know, please. I just need to know.
Gosh, you were so obnoxious.
You did?
Ooh.
You tell me, like, what was I saying to you, Kelly?
I don't know. You were just asking me and the girls a whole bunch of questions. Why y'all do this? Why y'all do that? Ooh, y'all something. It was a whole bunch of questions.
Oh my God.
And remember, we just gotten back from Jamaica. I was like the color of, but just really, really chocolate. And I remember you were like, ooh, girl, you are dark.
No, I was not. Seriously?
I swear. I was like,
Did I say dark or black?
Fans started breaking down every tiny moment, every background clip, every crowd photo. Some swore they spotted Beyoncé walking the long way around just to avoid brushing past Brandy. Others insisted Brandy looked too focused on her performance to care about anything happening off stage. It became a whole investigation online, with people treating blurry screenshots like evidence in a courtroom. Then there was the conversation about respect in the industry. Some people argued Beyoncé didn't owe Brandy anything because their careers never truly intersected beyond a few early 2000s connections. Others said Brandy deserved acknowledgement simply because she helped shape a generation of R&B before Beyoncé even went solo. It turned into a generational debate, veterans versus superstars, each side defending their favorite with intense loyalty. But at the core of it, the real issue was perception. Beyoncé's silence looked like distance. Brandy's silence looked like tension, and Ray J's noise looked like chaos. And because nobody involved was willing to step forward and clear the air, the story just kept growing on its own. And honestly, the more people dug into it, the more it became clear that whatever exists between Beyoncé and Brandy didn't start this year. It's something old, complicated, and probably deeper than anyone outside their circle truly knows. Even if Ray J truly believes Beyoncé wants nothing to do with Brandy.
Now, this is just speculation and it's alleged, but Kelly, you're the reason why Brandy and Beyoncé can't get in a video and photo together. You at the center of this fucking beef. Take accountability. But you over here opening up for her show. You need to make things right. You the reason these ladies can't come together.
But on top of that, there was also a time when Brandy was asked about one of Beyonce's songs.
Most people still feel like he handled the whole situation in the wildest way possible. Instead of pulling his sister aside or letting her speak for herself, he jumped online and started blasting everybody like he was exposing some huge conspiracy. And honestly, it made him look more chaotic than protective. Folks were cracking jokes like, somebody come take Ray J's phone before he starts a whole war, because it really felt like he woke up and chose drama for no reason at all. What made it even messier is that fans started arguing not about Brandy or Beyoncé, but about Ray J's behavior. People were saying he does the absolute most whenever he wants attention, and dragging Beyoncé into something she clearly wasn't responding to made him look even more out of pocket. And the whole Beyoncé didn't take a picture with Brandy storyline, that's what sent stan groups into a meltdown. It became this huge back and forth over something that honestly didn't need that much smoke to begin with. Beyoncé is allowed to move however she wants, Brandy is allowed to enjoy her tour, and not every moment needs to be documented for the internet. But once Ray J jumped in, it all spun out way faster than anybody expected.
Opinion is opinion. I think art should be expressed the way it should.
Do you love the song?
I don't love the song, but I love Beyonce.
Some people blamed JayZ's circle, saying they let him run wild without stopping him. Others said Brandy probably didn't think twice about not getting a picture with Beyoncé because her focus was on performing, not social media. They insisted Brandy isn't the type to chase validation from anybody. She's been in this industry long enough to stand on her own name. But then JayZ swooped in loud, emotional, and ready to start a whole situation she didn't even ask for. And when Brandy's Instagram started showing strange comments at the exact same time JayZ was ranting, people immediately connected the dots. They were like, so her account magically gets hacked the same day her brother is out here stirring things up? Yeah, okay. The timing had everybody raising their eyebrows. Some believed it instantly. Others said it felt way too convenient to be a coincidence. But here's the real question everyone kept asking. Was JayZ wrong, or was he just overly loyal? Was he trying to defend Brandy, or was he creating a storyline out of thin air? People were split down the middle. Some said he went too far and dragged Brandy into drama she didn't need, especially when her tour was doing well. Others said he was simply tired of seeing what he thought was shade and finally decided to speak up. Still, the truth is simple. JayZ made the whole thing bigger than it had to be. Brandy stayed silent, Beyoncé stayed unbothered, and JayZ did what JayZ always does. He lit a match and watched everybody else react. And now, whether the tension is real or not, the situation is out there, and people are going to keep digging, debating, and choosing sides every time these three end up in the same conversation. But hey, that's celebrity drama for you. It always gets louder than it needs to be, and someone always ends up in the middle, even when they didn't sign up for the chaos. If this story proves anything, it's that one comment from the wrong person can flip the whole narrative in seconds. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more breakdowns just like this. And don't forget to check out the next video that's popping up on your screen for even more celebrity drama. You don't want to miss it. See you on the next one.